my next guest is not big on the stock market and is also now very bearish on government bonds. So what does Jim Rogers like right now? Jim joins me now to talk investment plays here. Also has a new book out called Street Smarts. Jim, good to have you on the program.
I'm delighted to be here. But, you know, Marie, you were talking before. It's all artificial what's going on right now. The Federal Reserve is printing money as fast as they can. But the Bank of Japan said, we're going to print unlimited money. And so you know what the Federal Reserve said? We'll match you. We'll print money, too. I mean, this is insane.
I mean, you've got central bankers all over the globe printing money.
Yes, the Europeans are saying we'll buy as many bonds as we have to. You think this is a sound economy?
Well, I know that you don't like stocks, but do you really want to fight the Fed here and fight every major central banker out there?
I'm short government bonds, and I've shorted bonds 2 or 3 times and been stopped out. I'm actually making money at the moment, which surprises me, but I'm making money on my bond shorts. Maybe it's the end of the 32-year bull market. If it is, I'll make a lot of money in bonds. Stocks may go up too, but I don't see how this can last too long. I expect after the German election, you know, there's a lot of good news coming out of Europe this year because Mrs. Merkel wants to win. But after the German election, where's the good news coming from?
Well, you think Europe becomes another problem?
Of course, Europe's not finished.
Right.
Mrs. Merkel is going to say it's finished.
For some reason, it's not on the front pages anymore, and I'm just wondering if that's
There's an election in Germany.
Yeah.
Germany's the largest. Germany runs Europe. She's got to win her election.
Right.
She knows that.
And there's also an election in Italy, and then you've got bonds coming due, debt due, interest payments due in Spain. So you do have some catalysts on Europe. I agree with that.
There are going to be more problems coming down the road, but at the moment they got good news from Mrs. Merkel.
So in terms of the stock market, I mean, we've had a rip-roaring 2013, the beginning of the year for sure, and a rip-roaring end of the year. What's behind it other than the Fed then? You don't think there's
the Bank of Japan, wait a minute, the Bank of Japan has said we'll print even more money than the Fed. He said unlimited amounts of money. That's a lot of money.
So would you buy, you buy no stocks here?
I own Japanese stock. I'm buying Russia.
You're buying Russia.
Russia's terribly depressed. Nobody likes Russia. Nobody. I'm buying the bonds, the currency, and stocks.
You think you'll be able to get your money out of Russia when you want to?
I wouldn't be, Maria. Hold on. I've been bearish. Hold on. Let me tell you. I've been bearish on Russia for 46 years.
Right.
I first went there in 1966. I've changed my mind, and yes, I think I'll be able. I'm not going to give my money to Putin. No. I hope.
Right.
I hope.
Really?
No. I for the first time in 46 years have decided to invest in Russia.
So you believe there's a rule of law there? You believe that this is? I mean, you're buying Russia over the United States of America?
Everybody is pessimistic. Yeah, listen to your questions. Everybody is pessimistic on Russia. Russia's changing. That's how you make money. You find something that everybody hates, including me, including you, when it's changing, and that's how you make money.
Everybody hates Apple right now. Would you buy it?
No, I'm short Apple.
You're short Apple?
I've been short Apple.
Yeah, how come?
Because I was just short in the fall because it went through the roof.
Everybody
loved it.
You at 700.
September.
That's fantastic.
Doesn't matter what price. Listen, sometimes even I get it right.
Yeah,
sometimes.
Right. You've been getting it right for years.
But anyway, no, I wouldn't buy Apple. I may have to cover my short, but no, I'm not. That was a sidelights for me.
What about the banks? Where do you stand on the banks at this point? I mean, they've made people lots of money over the last year.
Certainly have. They haven't made me any money over the last year.
You've been negative on the banks.
No, I've been short J.P. Morgan calls. I've made them. They all expired worthless. I'm still short a few, and they're not expiring worthless. So I may lose money on that. But I have not made any money other than shorting J.P. Morgan calls. I've made no money in banks.
And any other areas? I mean, the economically sensitive names has also become a leadership group here in the U.S.
Well, I said Japan. I mean, that's a pretty big market. I said Russia. That's a pretty big market. I'm not buying anything in the United States. I'm short bonds in agriculture, but we talked about agriculture before.
I want to talk about agriculture in a second, but let's go back to Japan for a minute, because Japan has been on fire. You've got the government there also creating all of this stimulus. Is that going to end badly as well?
No, Japan, is down 75%. 75%.
But in the last couple of months, what is it up?
No, the last couple of months. No, it's gone through the roof. Thank you. Thank you, Japan. Thank you. Thank you, Mr.
Look at that Nikkei average.
No, I know. I don't have to show it to you. I know what it's been doing. No, Japan they're going to continue to print money. It's not good for the world. It's making markets go up. But in the meantime, I'm participating. The yen is collapsing in Japan, but the stock market's going through the roof.
But if they're printing all this money in Japan and you're positive on it, but they're printing all this money in the U.S. and you're negative on it.
Wait a minute. The American stock market's at an all-time